So you rolled in the banner and you got Himeko. Here's all the mechanics you need to know to master Himeko and nuke your enemies. Himeko's technique is quite unique. When used, Himeko creates a dimension that lasts for 15 seconds. Enemies within this dimension, created by Himeko, have a 100% base chance of taking 10% increased fire damage for 2 turns when combat is initiated. So basically when you press it, Himeko will draw a circle-shaped fiery pit of hell on the ground, and when you start combat, enemies inside the circle take 10% increased fire damage for 2 turns. Moving on, all of Himeko's abilities have a 50% base chance of inflicting burn onto an enemy for 2 turns. Enemies inflicted with burn take damage over time at the start of each turn. Himeko's basic attack deals fire damage to a single enemy using Himeko's pizza slicer. No, for real, her weapon looks like a pizza slicer. Think about it. Himeko's skill deals a huge amount of fire damage to a targeted enemy, and more than half of its damage to adjacent enemies. This skill does quite a lot of damage, and you will be using this skill a lot to deal a ton of fire AoE damage. Himeko's skill is further amplified by her bonus ability that increases the damage Himeko does with her skill by 20% if the enemy is already inflicted with burn. So basically, if an enemy is already inflicted with the burn debuff, Himeko's skill will do even more damage. Guys, is it me or is Himeko insanely hot? Himeko has literally one of the coolest ultimates in the whole game. I mean, look at this shit.
Humans never conceal their desire to control the heavens. So why would I?
Himeko calls a nuke from an orbital satellite that deals a massive amount of AoE fire damage to all enemies on the field. She also regenerates 5 extra energy for each enemy she has killed. Himeko's talent is triggered when you inflict weakness break on 3 enemies. After you weakness break 3 enemies, Himeko will immediately perform an AoE follow-up attack that deals fire damage to all enemies on the field. Himeko will always start with 1 charge of this at the start of the battle. So pretty much if you break 3 enemies' weaknesses, Himeko's giant buzzsaw will show up and deal AoE fire damage to all enemies. Himeko also has a bonus ability that increases her crit rate by 15% when her HP is above 80%. Himeko's best Licons are Before Dawn and Night on the Milky Way. These 2 Lightcones are the best 5-star Lightcones for Himeko. Himeko's best 4-star Lightcones are Genius's Repose and The Seriousness of Breakfast. These Lightcones work incredibly well with Himeko. And for you beginners, Saga City should carry you until you're ready for your next upgrade. Himeko's best relic is the Fire of the Lava Forging 4 out of 4 pieces, as both the 2-piece and the 4-piece effect work incredibly well with Himeko and serve to increase your damage output by an insane amount. As for Plana ornaments, I recommend Inert Salsado, as its effects works towards further increasing your Himeko's damage output. And now you know how to Himeko. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.